Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Robin, this is Digital Wilds, and welcome back to Mother 3. In the last episode, we finished off the sort of prologue chapters 1, 2, and 3, and now we'll be getting into the proper meat of the game with chapter 4, as we will see very shortly. So yes, Lucas has grown up, and Club Titty-Boo is the name of chapter 4, rather intriguing, and gives us a hint as to where we'll be going. But yes, we are, I think, 3 years on from chapter 3, and as you'll see from the rattling train carriage, industry has come to Tasmilly, and has a lot of other phenomena which were hinted at in the last chapter. So yes, a lot of familiar characters coming in, but also a lot have stayed the same. It's not entirely changed from the old Tasmilly, but things have come forward in time a bit. There's a bit more of a Earthboundy vibe to the place now. It's slightly more futuristic or contemporary, I guess. So yep, in our pyjamas as we were at the start of the game, and yes, so we're still operating off firewood and the old classic. Yep, a bit of a flashback to our still living mother, bless her. So we need to go find our actual clothes. So yeah, go have a little look at ourselves in the mirror. And there we go, in the classic striped shirt you might recognise if you played as Lucas in Super Smash Bros. And outside, yeah, we've got, well, several sheep. It looks like their enclosure has been, destroyed by some sort of immense power. Yeah, lightning, by what the sheep psychically tells us. And you'll remember in the last episode that Facade threatened to call down lightning on the town, or at least hinted that there might be lightning if we didn't change our ways. So we'll get Boney to join us. And keep pushing onwards. Our first save frog of the chapter. But that's not all. I think he's after something. Yeah, from this day forth you'll be rewarded for your hard work. It'll be given in units called DP, Dragon Power. You can use DP in shops and other places in exchange for goods and services. Yes, it's money. And we have 30, which isn't very much, but we will be getting more later. So basically, yeah, there's a money system in the game now, so items are no longer free, and things get a bit more complex. We can also use the save frogs as a bank. I don't think I've ever used that function. You do, basically, I think you lose half your money if you die. So there is a reason to store it in the bank, because it will protect you from that if there's a particularly hard boss or something, but lack of money is generally not a problem in this game. I don't think I've ever particularly found that. So yeah, we're getting lightning strikes because we still refuse to get a happy box, basically. And yeah, this is the lightning house, which keeps getting repeated strikes. Somehow, there's a mysterious force behind that. And Yeah, it's the we're in the only corner of the town that hasn't changed in the last 3 years, apparently. So, onwards and upwards, literally, we'll be heading north into town and we'll see what's changed. So there's more traditional, well, sort of more contemporary road structure here. Some new houses have been built. Bronson's workshop has sort of power tools and a proper kiln and, you know, automated model. He's not been able to resist the march of progress, and he got himself the happy box, which I guess are meant to be TVs, although he also appears to have a TV here. So we'll keep pushing around. Let's see what's in the shop now. I guess we'll have to pay. This is much more like a shop you'd expect with, yeah. Dad's working over at the factory, so a lot of the older people have left and the younger generation are coming up and running things. So in the shop, yeah, we'll see we've got various bits of armour, and some new items for dealing with status effects. So we'll want to save up about 300 to buy that first bit of armour. The Yaddo Inn has transformed into a major hotel now, and what does it cost to stay the night? Ah yes, we're a non-staying guest. Okay, so... no happy boxes until 3 years ago, yeah? Well, we saw that in the act. DCMC is a particularly popular band, apparently, with a bum-like performer called Lucky, which we'll want to keep an eye on. There's a present hidden back here. I wonder if we can get something out of that. Trivia card 1. I think that's an attack item, I seem to recall. Yeah, it's a... it's not like a bit of collectible. It's an actual disposable item you can use on human enemies. Yeah, the pig masks are now sort of lurking around town and are not considered unwelcome. At least they are tolerated, and so, you know. Facade's influence has been quite strong in the last 3 years, so I'll go have a chat to him. He's just giving his spiel to the crowd here, and Dad's still hiking up in the mountains looking for Klaus. Yeah, Flint has continued the search and hasn't kind of admitted that his son's dead. A happy box would really change our lives, yeah, apparently, although I don't really trust them. Yes, so this is all a very heavy-handed metaphor, but, you know, we've got a few more things going on. We've got a bakery here as well, which has all the familiar healing items we know from the first few chapters, but we have to pay for them now, so that's good. And what's this Pig Master Sergeant? Yeah, lightning struck Reggie's tent, so he doesn't have a happy box either. So the people who don't conform have ended up being the ones who get lightning striking them. So we have a chat with Reggie. Lightning used to be Reggie's friend, but now this lightning is bad to Reggie. Yes, indeed. And we got policemen now, and various Gawkers, and so yeah, not looking good in Tasmilly. But our real objective, I think, is we need to head over towards the train line, so we'll go and do that now. Just check out what's happening with the factory. So a few new houses have gone up, and yeah, there's an extra bit of town up here, which used to be this sort of waste ground, where the bell tower was, where Leader was hiding. I don't think he's here anymore, or at least he has moved. And yeah, the train is right here. So I wonder if we can go and take that. So you might recognise these guys from working around town in the first few chapters, but they're now factory employees. And Jackie and Bronson are having some sort of conversation. No one's seen hide nor hair of Duster since he disappeared 3 years ago. It's got to be him. Come on now, that's nonsense. Oh, hey there, Lucas. Oh, it's nothing. There's this concert hall named Club Titiboo past the factory, and the bass player there looks kind of like Duster. Jackie here is convinced he's Duster. But he looks just like him. I really think we should tell Old Man Wes. Maybe if we knew for sure, but we'd only wind up disappointing Wes if it turns out we're wrong. This guy we saw just happens to look a lot like Duster. We don't know any more than that, period. Anyway, time to head home and have some chow while I watch the Happy Box. He took the words right out of my mouth. I'm starving too. Well, see you, Lucas. Tell Flint I said hi. Yes, indeed. So an interesting look at the villagers of Tasmilly here. They are not being completely brainwashed. They don't all sort of love Facade and want to join the Pigmask army, but they've come to accept some of the more, the more modern conveniences of life in exchange for losing a little bit of their soul in the process. But they're not bad people. They're still, you know, concerned about Wes and Duster and Flint. So, you know, it's there's a mix of mix of motivations going on there, I guess you could say. So, head back into town, and there's something going on here. Wes has come to, yell at Facade. Quit ruining this town any more than you already have. There's something not right about all this lightning, especially today's. I think you guys are behind it somehow. Leave this instant. Keep your grubby hands out of this town's affairs. Why, hello there, Mr. Wes. You know, if you keep making the veins on your forehead pop out like that, happiness will only escape you. By which I mean your hair, in this case. In any case, I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Well, it's been fun. Please be careful not to trip, get hurt, or go bald on your way home. Cease this violence. I'm no bug. I'm an old man. Yes, indeed. All is not well in the village of Tasmily. Wes knows something's wrong, but can't do anything about it. And, Lucas is not Facade's biggest fan, and vice versa. I really wish you would put a happy box in your home already, so you can be happy just like everyone else here. Yes, conform and you will fit in. That's the message. And importantly, we have this little frog in the car who's doing little circuits of the town. So we'll just talk to him. I think we'll quickly head over and have a little chat to Wes and see how he's been doing in the last few years. I bet his house has been hit by lightning as well. No, it hasn't, although it has been changed into the Special Nursing Home for Senior Citizens, or the Old Man's Paradise, and yes, that's a slightly sarcastic title, because apart from the happy box, things are not doing well. We'll read the newspaper. Straw? No, too stupid a fad. I put soot on warts. Yes. That doesn't... I'm not sure I really get that. That might be one of those things where it's a pun or a play on words in Japanese, but it doesn't really translate into English very well. Okay, Grandfather's upstairs in the room on the left. Let's go have a chat. We play games like Pin the Tail on the Leak, Hide and Go Sweep, and the Hokey Pokey. Oh dear, yeah, the old people here are not in a good way, frankly. Considering, everything's falling apart, and I think this has been done. Yeah, the bars on the windows. Things are not good. But we have a little frog in a wheelchair, so that's important. Okay, and Alex up here. I was dozing off just now when that really tall fellow at Cross Road appeared in my dream. Do you remember him, Lucas? I wonder whatever happened to him. Where is he now? That's Leader. There's a chain on the wall. Bloody hell. It's a bit grim. Apparently no problem here. Lucas is just fine with the elder abuse that goes on. Who's in room 2? Ah, here's Wes and his bird friend. That's a fancy shirt you have. Certainly is. I'm sure it won't appear in Smash Brothers games down the line. Right. Curse that Facade treating me like a bug. Like a stag beetle. What? A guy who looks just like Duster? Could that moron still be? Lucas, I'll now lower my voice and talk to you in a whisper. I hate to ask, but could you go and see if this lookalike really is my moron or not? Facade's cronies are on the lookout for me, so I can't go anywhere or do anything. Please, go find that moron for me. Yes, indeed. So we have the messenger bird, I think, to send a message back to Wes. Although he doesn't have any windows in this room, so I'm not sure how we'd get the carrier pigeon. And, there's a mouse hole here, which is delightful. I wonder who's in room number 3. Oh, it's this guy. He used to hang out at the shop. I didn't know he was old, frankly. He's still got, brown hair. Oh, his grandkids never come to see him. And because we were nice enough to go see him, he's giving us... how much is he giving us? Oh, 50 DP. Not bad. Okay, he's got... gets to perv on the nurses. And... that's called sexual harassment these days. Well done, game, for pointing that out. This is a hard world we live in now. How disappointing. Yeah, well, he'll presumably be voting for some sort of populist pig party soon. Okay, and with that in hand, we know where we need to go. I'm just going to roam around the town a little bit just to see if there's anything I missed and maybe pick up some more armour. So if we head over to the west, we can pick up this dolphin ossicle on the beach. I can't remember quite what that does, but there's a few of them around, and I can probably sell them for money, so I might as well. What's in this present here? Lovely! Get a reggae rhythm. That does absolutely nothing, but it is quite nice to listen to. More dolphin ossicles. And there's this guy, who fancies the... woman over on the beach, and let's go chat to, well, that's not really a woman, but I guess he means her. And keeps looking this way. Wonder if he likes me. Oh well, they're just Yep, teens having puppy love. Pig mask shoes, so someone's gone for a swim. This seems to be kind of quite a pleasant beach area, but yes, they are very strict on the rules here. And a pig has mysteriously gone for some sunbathing. Over in this house, we've got these guys who I don't really know. Going to meet the bassist because he looks like Duster. Now he's, yes, claims to be a bassist, but actually isn't. Okay, we're going to Club Titiboo. So we can get the train, or we can go there on foot. We will probably go there on foot, just because, at least the first time, because it would be good to get various bits of money and armour together and get some experience going on for Lucas, who we obviously haven't played as much so far. And over here on the far west coast, we've got a few more people. She doesn't want me to talk to her. Everyone hates me, you know. They all say I talk too much and never shut up. Are you sure you don't want to turn back now? No, I won't turn back. Let's see what she has to say. Do you know what a trumpet is? I was actually thinking about learning how to play the trumpet, but I didn't. It's not that I was bad at it or anything, it's just how it was destined to be. Do you know what destiny is? Destiny. If you do, then that's cool. My destiny just didn't cross the destiny of trumpets. That's all. But thanks to my not taking up the trumpet, I can use the time I would have spent practicing it on other things. That's one way of looking at it. It's not like I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah, I'll start something else, and who knows, maybe that'll turn out well. Like, maybe I could start practicing the Yanopi. Do you know what a Yanopi is? It's the proper term for a piano. What if I start practicing the Yanopi now, and wind up being the greatest Yanopist ever, charming the hearts of men the world over? If that happens, it'd mean I was right about everything, wouldn't it? My fate still hasn't kissed the Yanopi's fate at a crosswalk just yet, but nobody knows what the future holds. Not even mole crickets, water striders, or horned owls. Hey you, smile. Yes, you have a really cute smile, you know that? So anyway, basically... God, she's not wrong. She really doesn't shut up. Okay. Well, I've learned my lesson there. Speak to the sexy woman standing on the bench. Okay, spying on the child couple on the bench next to her, which is a bit weird. I mean, they shouldn't be like that on the bench because, yeah, that's a bit gross to do in public. Anyway, we've explored the rest of the town, so might as well head back and head towards Club Titiboo. Just quickly have a little chat to Mapson, see if he can give us anything. Nope, no map for us. Okay, we've just picked up a bunch of ossicles, so we'll sell them. And we can also sell the sprinting bomb for 100, which I think I'm going to do. Which seems like a waste, but I want to buy a couple of bits of armour. And yeah, so I'm going to buy the kid's shirt and equip that, and sell the mini charm, get 15 back from that. Buy the kid's hat, and that gives us an extra +3 defence. Apparently Boney can also wear the kid's hat. Yeah, Boney can wear hats, I forgot about that. Okay, anything else we can sell? No, not really. So we'll have to come back here later. But we've got a couple of bits of armour now, so that should make Lucas a bit more resilient when we finally get into combat. Right, how much is it to ride the train? Ah, the train's currently out, so we have to walk along the tracks, which is very health and safety conscious. Ah, what does this guy have to say to us? I don't know what reasons you got, but it looks like you might want to go through this tunnel, right? I know you won't listen to me if I try and stop you, so here, I'll give you this instead. Ah, we've got a railway map. Lovely. Thank you, Guy. Do you know what the most frightening things inside the tunnel are? No, they're not slitherhens or mushrooms or anything like that. The answer is trains. Trains are the most dangerous thing of all in there, so be very careful not to get hit by any. Yeah, that's not really part of my plan, but we'll try and stay off the tracks as far as we can. And yes, we've been in here before, back before it was dug out as a train tunnel, but there are various boxes in here in Chapter 2, I think. Anyway, this is a rambling mushroom. I think this is a recurring enemy from Earthbound. And yeah, we can take that out fairly easily. I think it can put us to sleep, which is a bit of a danger, but not too bad for now. 29 XP from that. And yes, this place looks like we can get through it from the other side, but I'm not sure how easy that is to do. I think if we walk too long on the train tracks, the train will come and get us, so we need to... I don't think we can get hit by it, because that would be pretty gruesome to put in a kid's game, but it's, you know, still a danger that Lucas in-universe would wish to avoid. Okay, so that Slitherhen is dealt with. Just take out this shroom quickly. If we have a look at the railway map here, we'll see it's actually quite a long route. We've got to head across two sort of open areas and a forest, and yeah, by the end of that we will be getting towards our destination. But Chapter 4 is quite a large chapter, so I don't expect to get this all done in one part. By the way, you can use Sniff, which is Boney's special move, to get the enemies sort of type and what they're weak to. So weak against ice, weak against numbness, neither of which we can do at the moment. But still, we'll try our best. Okay, and a level up for Boney there, so he's up to number 11, which is helpful. I imagine Lucas will be going up to 11 soon as well. Because, yeah, while you're fighting as just the two of you, it can be quite hard to get past some of these enemies. They will just wear you down by attrition, particularly because we don't have many healing options at the moment. By the way, I think we earn DP by beating enemies, but it doesn't tell you that how much you get when you actually finish the battle. You have to go and talk to a frog to retrieve it, as I recall. It's a bit like calling your dad to get an allowance on the phone in Earthbound. This would be a good time to use a sprinting bomb, but I don't have one, so that's my own fault for being greedy and deciding to get armor instead. These guys seem very easy to get multiple hits on, which is nice of them. Alright, there we go. Oh, Boney's not in a good way. He's down to 4 HP. Okay, we're going to have to find a way to heal him up fairly swiftly. Any items we can find along here would be most welcome, I think. There's a couple of enemies here I want to take out, but first I would just want to see if there's anything I can use to heal. No, it doesn't look like it. What about up at the top? Ah, there's a present there, but it's guarded by an enemy, so we'll just have to be careful. Ah, Boney has a nut. I suppose that's 5 HP. You can eat that. I'll probably be completely wasted because they'll do more than 10 HP. Oh! Absolutely right timing by me. Gets save him with 1 HP remaining, although now he's dead. Okay, so Boney's out. That is a big problem because that halves my combat power. Still, level up for Lucas. And an edible mushroom. Okay, well that's 20 HP there. I don't know if we can give that to Boney to revive him. I suspect we can't. No, no condition to eat or drink. Okay, we'll just have to top up Lucas. If we can take out this guy, we should be able to get some item out of that box. This is a squawking stick. They're not particularly bad. They don't chase you in the overworld because they're stuck in the ground. But they can summon other enemies, as we see. Might be in a bit of trouble here. Yes, indeed, because it does 32 damage, that mushroom. That's not good at all. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah. This is probably it. Lucky there. Not so lucky on the second one. And there we go. That's it. Our first game over the run. Yeah, Chapter 4 ramps up the difficulty quite significantly, and I think I lose a bunch of my money for that as well. So we have 151 DP in the frog bank, so we'll just take that and see if we can go and buy ourselves an extra bit of armour from the shop while we're here. Can't hurt. Okay, so Pisces bracelets. That will be useful to have, I think. There we go. That's an extra 7 defense for Lucas, and I think he's the one we need to keep safe. If we can get up to 50, we'd be able to get a kid's hat for Boney as well, and that might improve his durability. But for now, we'll just have to go with what we have. Yes, Nippolite's house has also been destroyed by the lightning, by the way. I think because he's one of the resistors. And yeah, apparently our old man is always within our grave. So let's go see if we can find Flint. We'll yeah, have a little chat with him. Oh, Lucas, it's been a while now. You should go talk with your mom. Alright. Wife of Flint, mother of the twins Klaus and Lucas, daughter of Alec, may the beautiful Hinawa rest in peace here for all time. Well, that's nice of them. But Flint appears to have gone, so yeah, not exactly Parent of the Year winning there. Okay, back into the tunnel, we'll fight our way through a few more enemies, hopefully get a few levels up. Okay, a bit of a level up for Boney from battling through those guys, and if we can head up here, we should be able to get that present that we couldn't manage to get last time because we died to the stick, but we'll give it another go. Ah, yes, and of course he's brought in several new enemies at once. So we need to take this guy down as a priority, really, because the others can't bring in reinforcements, I don't think. And we got ourselves a new enemy here, the Reconstructed Mold. They're pretty powerful, actually, so we need to be a bit careful. Okay, that's 2 of them down, and just a mole to take out now, although he is... Ah, good. He can call for extra moles. Brilliant. So we've ended up fighting 4 enemies instead of 1 here, and Boney's still out of action. Right, finally he can move. God, these guys are powerful. Oh, and he's just called in a 3rd one. This is amazingly difficult. This is like sort of bonus boss level for this stage of the game. I don't know if they've... yeah, we haven't got anything to heal Boney with, so he's probably going to die again. Yep, down he goes. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, that guy goes down, but I'm going to die again, because I can't take down 5 enemies. Particularly when it's just me. I expected to call in a couple of reinforcements. That's just ludicrous. Okay, well, dead again. I'll see you back here. Okay, we've earned enough to buy a kid's hat for Boney, so he gets an extra 3 defense points, which is not nothing. So we'll give that another go. Okay, round 3 with the squawking stick. Let's try and take it down as quickly as possible. Oh, brilliant. Lucas has been paralysed. Well, that's handy. Oh, no, he's feeling strange, which means he won't do what I tell him. Brilliant. And he's attacked himself. Wonderful. Status effects can be absolutely brutal. And the Ramblin' Mushroom can heal its allies, so that's helpful. The only saving grace is you can't have more than 3 enemies on screen, I don't think. So while these guys are still here, they shouldn't be able to summon any more. Lucas feeling strange is the... Oh my god. Right, finally, the squawking stick goes down. And the mushroom goes down. I guess the mole will now summon in 50 of its allies that we won't be able to kill. Nothing I can use to heal on Lucas. Nothing I can use to heal on Boney, so we'll just give it our best. Yeah, and there we go, another mole. So that's basically us done. Oh, 1 down. Okay, that's Lucas out of the picture. Can Boney do this with 16 HP? I very much doubt it. Ah, now there's another one, so I'm basically doomed. Okay, and on the 4th try, we've managed to get the squawking stick down relatively easily, and we now just need to try and take out this mole before he can call in reinforcements. Okay, we've got lucky so far, even if he has killed Boney. Well, I'll take it, because Boney might be dead, but that squawking stick is out of the way, and so I can access the present at last. And it's a bread roll. It's worth 60 HP. That was in no way worth doing. And, yeah, can't even use it on Boney, and because Boney's knocked out, we can't run anymore. So getting through this train tunnel is going to get quite arduous, I'm afraid. If we can find a hot springs or something soon, we might be able to make a decent go at it still. That's a lot of enemies to get past here. But we somehow did it. And yep, through to part 4 of the tunnel. Aha, so here we've got an interesting thing. We've got some magic butterflies. These are a new development. They restore 20 PP if you have PSI enabled. Unfortunately, Lucas doesn't yet, but... Oh, what's Boney found here? Oh, some clothes. These look somewhat familiar. Girlish clothes are lying on the ground. Yes, we're going to go take a bath with a grown adult. I think this is one of the scenes that makes this game not come out in the West, because Nintendo would have to either remove it or find some way to censor it. Yes, so we're going to go take a bath with one of them, a gypsies. Ionia, in this case. And, yeah, I'm the boy I met at Aeola's house 3 years ago. You said you were going to the Drago Plateau to avenge your mother? No, that's Klaus. Okay, magic butterfly colony. So, never heard of PSI, but I think we're going to get it enabled. Yeah, it's this scene that is considered a bit dodgy. Just endure it for a little bit. Okay, and whatever process just took place, we now have PSI enabled. And now we have Life Up A, which makes the rest of this significantly easier because we've got... yeah, PK watering is like our super attack. Watering because we chose that as our favourite activity at the start of the game.
So that's a very high damage attack that's good for dealing with bosses and so on, but it uses up a lot of PSI, so you don't want to overuse it. But Life Up is really handy because being able to keep Boney alive is quite important for our damage output. So, we got ourselves a butterfly out of the box as well, which is very nice. Particularly now we have actually an ability to sort of restore it. Now, we don't have that many attacks. Kumatora is the sort of elemental attacker, whereas Lucas is more of the healer role. But we'll find out more about that as we pick up more members of the team. Plus, for now, we've got 200 DP, which is not bad to have. And a slither hen and a really flying mouse. Normal flying mouse we fought in the prologue, of course. And this here is a mushroom. We've met these before, and they're quite dangerous, but between the two of us, we should be able to get them down. It might be a good opportunity to test out my PSI powers, actually. While I've got 53 PP and I have some to spare, it's only 10 to use PK watering, so we'll give it a try. If Boney doesn't somehow take him out first. 10 hits there, nice. And right, PK watering, yeah, it's the... pulls out all the effect stops that the Game Boy Advance can offer and does 138 damage, so not bad at all. Very handy for taking out some of the tougher enemies. It's like 3 normal attacks there. So, 62 XP for that, and we move on. And of course we can now use Lucas's PSI in the field. Life Up costs 5, so it's relatively cheap and does about 60 healing. So that's me and Boney both healed up there. And what have we found here? Please don't write graffiti on signs like hot dog or dog food. I wonder if anyone's written anything on it. No, apparently not. Okay, so we gained a couple of levels there. We got ourselves a sparrow with some advice. Have you ever noticed that you can send weak enemies flying if you dash into them? Feels pretty good, huh? Pretty addicting, huh? But those don't count as real fights, so they won't net you any so-called experience points. Huh, you already knew that? Or are you just pretending to know? Yes, well, thank you, Sparrow, for telling us stuff that I did already know. Although I guess a newbie wouldn't necessarily have that knowledge. Okay, so a sprinting bomb from there. And, yeah, Tasmily to the left, factory to the right, cliff, tracks. Yes, indeed. Yes, more moles, our favourite enemy in the game. We're a bit leveled up now, so hopefully we can get rid of these guys fairly easily. PK watering attacks all enemies on screen as well, so that's a handy thing to have. Particularly when they do that. Okay, that's 1 down. Not quite 2 and 3 down, but we should get them out with this round of attacks. There we go, much easier now I've got the PSI powers, although I do need to remember to keep them topped up, because I'm running a bit low now. Level 14 for Boney, nice to have, extra offense. And yeah, bread roll for us, so we can heal up even if I run out of PSI. Very, very nice. Okay, and I think this is the last bit of, yeah, indoor tunnel. It's quite narrow. Yeah, you don't want to stand on the tracks, otherwise you get this sort of life flashing before your eyes moment where yeah, the train will rattle by. Okay, here we are. Increasing the number of cattle snakes. They are extremely dangerous. If you see one, stay away. Yeah, they're not kidding. These guys are actually really tough, so you kind of don't want to fight them. Much better to go round and fight these guys. Okay, and I can grab this bread roll. We got a stick back there. I don't know if that's a weapon or something, but I've got an easy grip stick, so a stick is a worse weapon, and I can't give it to Boney. I guess I could sell it. Ah, Lucas has started feeling feverish, and we know what that means from Kumatora in Chapter 2. It means we've obtained a new PSI power, basically. Oh, we know you. You're the guy who got the money in the well at the end of Chapter 2. Yeah, doesn't like doing work and wants to go to Club Titty-Boo instead. Well, maybe you should have used some of your saved up money to do that. Oh, well, actually, no, Facade stole it, didn't he? Okay, Lucas's fever has gone, and we've learned a Fence Up Alpha, which is somewhat handy to have. It's useful for upping your damage output, particularly if you're relying on physical attacks rather than the PSI stuff. Going to stay out of the way of this cattle snake and get some flea powder. Basically, that can remove fleas from us, which is a status effect that I don't quite remember the effect of. Anyway, after a few more battles in which I managed to lose Boney, we've made it to the factory. So I'm going to drop a save here and pick up my winnings from the recent battles. We've got a very healthy 629 in the bank now, which should be enough to buy any new equipment we need. There's a vending machine here, this takes DP, and anything good we can buy from there. Inventory's full. Fizzy soda is not very good for you and only just does 20 HP. Beef jerky, we know that from the start of the game. Yeah, nothing great there. Generally, you don't get very much good from vending machines. It's more about giving you sort of basic healing items and stuff. Might be good to stock up on some, given there's some combat coming soon. Hidden present back here with some eye drops, which is good in case we start crying. Really what we need is a place to heal up Boney. There must be some kind of, yeah, hot springs or something around here. Yes, indeed. For those wishing for another day of wonderful leisure time, Club Titiboo has what you want. Let our profoundly bizarre atmosphere wash over you. I'm going to head into the factory first, though, just to see what's there. Yeah, lots of claymen doing various bits of manual labour. A BR2 Model 4-stroke 4-cylinder engine. And intake, compression, combustion, exhaust. Yes. So it is... yes, very good. So, yeah, clearly they've become very technologically advanced in the last few years. And so we're going to want to deal with that at some point. But for now, I think I need to find somewhere I can heal. Here we got a blue present, which gives us the map of the area. So I can sort of see where we're headed. There's a hot springs over to the left, it looks like. So we'll try and stay out of the way of the roaming enemies. And no, that's just a normal lake rather than a hot springs. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem, because I really need somewhere to heal. We've got this obstacle here, which needs the special dance, which I don't think Lucas knows, because he wasn't involved in the events of the first few chapters. Bit too dangerous to go up there for now, so we'll just have to make do with what we can get from the factory. I'm going to leave my DP in storage with the frog, though, because there's a good chance I'm going to die, so I kind of want to make sure that the money we've got is safe. What does this guy have to say to us? I want to go to Club Titiboo. That's a special place for workers here to go and relieve their daily exhaustion. It's not for people who don't work here. If you absolutely have to go there, then it's simple. Just do some part-time work here. What do you say? You up for some part-time work? Yeah, sure. We'll do the manual labour minigame. The job is to transport claymen. First you go all the way inside, you'll find a ladder there, go down it, you'll find a bunch of claymen in the area below. Some of them will be almost out of energy, so you've got to bring them back up here, bring them one at a time. After you brought them up, after you brought 3 up, you're done. Just to be safe, I'll give you this sketch of how the factory is laid out. Oh, and sign your name on this document. No, not your name. I mean, you know, the name of the person in the background. The person pulling the strings, I guess you could say. What I mean to say is the player's name. I just need it for verification purposes. It's nothing too important. You know how it is. Anyway, if you could do that, that'd help out tremendously. I thought I'd already given my name. Or I can change it. I can call myself Robin the Third. Okay, now don't do anything bad, because that'll only inconvenience Robin the Third, so don't forget that. Alright then, work hard. Hold on, dog. Dogs have dog things to keep them busy. Dog, go ahead and do what the boss dog says. Aww. Poor Boney. Well, at least that means you might get a full heal in the background. Right, claymen low on energy are very weak, so you'll know which ones they are right away. Alright, hop to it. Okay. So they get broken down and sort of remoulded here, I guess. Oh, it's these guys. They were the comedians in the first couple of chapters. When we zap claymen low on energy here, they start moving again. These machines almost seem to invite you to use them, but you can't touch them. People can't touch them, or else they get zapped something fierce. I've never touched them, of course, but I really want to. Ignore the urges. Ignore the urges. Okay, so... Oh, Boney's been put on a treadmill. Which, I guess is good exercise, yeah. We got an instant revitalizing machine here. Okay, that's handy. So we head down the ladder, and we'll find the sort of course here. We've got a living clayman there. And it looks like we'll have to guide them all the way up from the bottom. So, what do we got here? Gosh, we go all the way inside. Yeah, here's a dead one. Oh, okay, I have to push them. I see. They're quite easy. They sort of cling to you once you're walking, but you can't run while you're pushing them. Okay, and here's the first one. Will this pig mask let me take him up? There we go. Don't quite know why we have to go up with him. Oh, I guess we have to push him to the actual revitalizing machine. Okay. And here we go. So we get to see him zap back to life. Very good. Okay, 2 more to go. This one's right at the entrance, so nice and easy. Okay, that's another one down. And looks like the 3rd one is down here in the middle. It's not clear, by the way, what exactly they're digging for here, but it is a plot point that will come up later in the game. Okay, there we go. That's number 3, and we can get get our pay from the entrance. So go collect our pay. I bet it'll be something absolutely measly, but we get Boney back as well. Ah, we don't get paid at all. We get paid in... oh no, we get 200 DP. Okay, that's actually not a bad day's wage. So, right, we'll give ourselves... get Boney back with us, and yeah. Oh, it's night time now, so the day's over, and we can drop a save with this frog. Pick up some of our DP. And, yeah, we'll, I think leave it there, because we've got a lot still to do in this chapter, and going up to Club Titty-Boo is going to be the next sort of big step. So, I've been recording for about an hour, so I will leave you there, and next week we will resume Chapter 4 and head up to Club Titty-Boo and see DCMC in action. So, thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for listening. I've been Robin, this has been Digital Wilds, and this has been Mother 3 with the beginning of Chapter 4. If you'd like to help me grow the channel, you can always subscribe, and I'm also on Patreon at patreon.com/digitalwilds. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.